Welcome to You Ought to Watch This Movie, the podcast about movies from the first decade of the 2000s, aka the aughts. Follow along and explore a movie from the aughts, getting unbridled opinions from two millennials. Sit back, relax, and enjoy one of the best decades in movies.
And
welcome back
to Yada. You ought to watch this movie. Well, today, if you're watching, you will not necessarily see a Gemma at the beginning because she is in the other room. However, you might be able to hear her cooing, cawing, and laughing.
And then if she gets upset, we'll go get her.
Yeah. I guess there's, nothing sweeter than, a little baby's laughter, unless you're in an abandoned house.
Or a cat's purring. That's a nice sound, too. Yeah. I don't want to put them on the back burner.
Definitely not. Anyway, so if you are really noticing here today, you'll notice that I still have my notes from Miss Congeniality up because I didn't have my notebook with me out there when we were watching this movie. So
I didn't either. I just transferred them from my phone.
Oh, and color-coded as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, and if you saw me make a face earlier, anybody who actually watches this, it's because we didn't talk about a new rating system. So we'll have to just talk about it at the end.
Okay. All right. Well, we can also talk about it up front.
Well, we talked about doing a 5-star rating, which I like. It's easier for me to rate things that way.
Yeah, it's much better.
But in the long run, if we want to do another recap at the end of this year, it's harder to see how we rated things because lots of things might get 2 stars, lots of things 3, 4. As in when we did percentages, there was a very small chance we do the same percent every time. And so I could sort them and say, okay, well, this was our highest rated.
Well, we can also give half stars.
But still, a lot will have like 3.5. Like, it's not going to be easy to say, this was my top rated movie.
So do we want to stick with the original rating system?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really like 5 stars because, that's how I do books and it's easy for me. But then lots of things get 3 and 4 stars.
Well, I guess we could do it like that one podcast does with, higher negative ratings.
No.
Yeah.
That one podcast. It's so funny because our most loyal watcher commented that, you haven't talked about that podcast in a while. And I said, yes, he hasn't since we brought Gemma on the podcast. He doesn't talk about, he doesn't joke about that one podcast that we're not naming right now. Anyway, and since she's not in here, now you talk about it again. It's funny.
Well, it's because I don't want to be negative around her. Because of how terrible it is. Or lazy, rather. Lazy it is.
Okay.
So, talk about what we're reviewing today.
Yes, then we'll get back to the rating system. Because I don't know. Okay. Today, we are into 2001. We are reviewing The Wedding Planner.
Okay.
Which released January 26th, 2001. At the time of this podcast, it is available to watch on Netflix, but it's only there till the end of July.
What is with this rotating cycle Netflix has?
No, all the streaming services have that.
Oh, I know.
They change at the end of every month, usually, and bring new things at the beginning of every month. It's just Netflix. It's a coincidence, I think. Yeah. Things we've wanted to see on Netflix have left. Anyway.
Quick note, the door's open because Gemma's not in here, so we can hear
her. Yeah. Because we do have a monitor, but it's set up in the bedroom where her crib or bassinet, whatever is. So, it doesn't We're not going to move the camera thing around the house, probably.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Okay. If you haven't watched The Wedding Planner, then you can watch it on Netflix for the next 9 days, or you can find it somewhere else. Wherever you like to do that.
Okay. I just figured out our rating system problem.
Oh, okay.
All right. So is if, we like 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 star, right? Well, the only types of movies that are going to get, 3, 4, and 5 star are going to be worth, actually, all of the movies can benefit from, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100%, right?
Okay.
And, is we can go a step further by giving movies, like instead of an A plus, 100%, an A plus plus by saying, is by taking it over that threshold, so to speak. No? Okay. I was just thinking how it's a 1 star, movie gives a 20, 2 star gives a 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to rate them within, like, if we give it 3 stars, rate it within that 60 to 80 range.
Yeah.
But I don't like that because
then
the
you cap yourself off.
percentages
Yeah.
go with because the percentages went with the grades. Like A equates to a 90 to 100, and a 3 to 5 star. I mean, a 5 star doesn't equate to a percentage. It's just its own thing.
It's its own thing, like
Yes.
David S. Pumpkin from Saturday Night Live.
Yes. So if we do that, we just need to have a way to track. I guess we'll just have to make a decision. Oh, I rated these 3 stars. So which one or not 3. These are the ones I rated 5 stars. So which one did I like the best? Or these are the ones I rated 1 star. Which one did I like the least? I don't know. And maybe not a lot will get 1 or 5 stars. Because when I rate books, I very rarely get 5 stars.
Yeah.
Very rarely. And I like books.
You like books? What? No. Impossible. Improbable. Inconceivable.
Okay. Well, we've spent like
Another
10 minutes talking
No
about
worries.
not the movie. Not talking about the
So,
movie.
spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this, you can watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, for 9 days.
9 days. And then
From when we're recording.
Then after that, you'll have to go to your local Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, Family Video.
From when we're recording, it's 6 days. I mean, from when we're posting, it's 6 days.
So less than a week, and then you got to go to your local video store.
Yeah.
Or your local computer and type in Google, where can I watch this?
Yes. Okay, so from the trailer.
So the trailer, my initial thoughts were, and like if I'm thinking back, is this is about what I would expect a rom-com to be. And like I can't remember, there's like how a thesis that someone came up with it. There's only like 30 some types of storytelling. Can't remember what it is. Anyways,
I think you've talked about that before.
And like I'm like, okay, this is the epitome for rom-com. And I never as growing up, I never knew if Jennifer Lopez was a singer or actor or singer. So anyways, so yeah, and then everyone I was like, oh, it's Matthew McConaughey, which oddly enough, I was surprised that the trailer didn't have him with his shirt off.
So something you said I didn't want to comment on, but it doesn't go with the trailer notes, so I'll just come back to it later in my comments, I guess. But from the trailer, I said there was a voiceover. There was music in the background, which was nice. The song they played in the trailer we watched was You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes. And I just thought it kind of stuck in my head after we watched the trailer. So, and like today. And so also I said it's a rom-com, so I think I'll like it. It looks cute.
Very cutesy trailer, Phil.
Yes. So, a summary. A wedding planner who has been unlucky in love falls for the groom of the latest wedding she's planning. And that's in the trailer, so it's not, I'm not like, that's not a spoiler.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely an adequate summary.
Okay. So, actors we know.
J-Lo.
Yes, but see, I didn't even know about her until I was maybe like 12,
Okay.
13. And
the
I
category is
only knew a song.
actors we know. And
But yes, I put her on the list. Like, everybody knows her. I just don't know what we know her from.
yeah.
You know.
I
just
didn't.
know
Well,
her.
I just knew of her. Okay, I didn't know her. So actors we know, I know. So I guess if it was actors we know of, I would know of her.
Yes.
Yeah, she wasn't like big in the limelight, in my crowd. So.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yes, Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know him either, like, from anything specific. I just know that he's famous. And I didn't know he was in so many rom-coms, actually.
Well, he is certainly. I'm going to go grab her. Please hold for the next representative.
Your call is very important to us. Hello.
And if you are able to see right now, we have Gemma Bean joining us. And she is, when I walked in there, her eyes got so wide. Oh, look who it is.
She doesn't like to be alone.
No, she doesn't. That's okay. She does like to squirm, though. She's a very good squirmer.
So she got the not wanting to be alone from me and the squirminess from you.
Yeah, because I'm very squirmy.
You can't sit still.
Yeah. So, where were we?
We were talking about the actors we know. Matthew McConaughey, and how I said I didn't know he was in so many rom-coms.
Yeah, I just remember him from rom-coms and taking his shirt off
I
at
didn't know
random times.
I didn't know what he was famous for, I guess. I
Yeah.
thought it was maybe like action movies.
No.
Really? Like, because he was in that
I just
space
remember
movie.
because of my stepsister
Interstellar?
Sheridan. Well, obviously Interstellar, but that was much later.
I know.
Growing up. And, but I just remember him being in one rom-com after another that I had to not suffer through, but, watch on repeat because, Sheridan wanted to watch it.
That's so funny.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so oblivious, but
And, there his shirt goes off again. Oddly enough, not in this movie.
he was like only 31 in this movie. And then I'm like, wow, he is younger than we are now. And it made me feel old.
Oh, well.
Because I don't like, everybody seems older than me. But,
Yeah.
so they are in real life,
Yeah.
these people. But I
Yeah.
just was like, that's so weird.
So who else?
Judy Greer was the only other person.
Who did she play?
Well, she was the other employee at the planning place. You know, her
Oh,
from
yeah.
Arrested
I didn't
Development.
realize that was. I'm sorry. For whatever reason, whenever someone says Judy Greer, I always think of M from 007. That's a different Judy Dench.
Yes.
And so, anyways, yes, Judy Greer, who plays Kitty in Arrested Development, which
And I know her from 13 Going on 30.
she is hilarious.
Which is funny because I only knew her from 13 Going on 30 and the episode of The Big Bang Theory she was on. And so, like, she plays...
Played as crazy a person as she did in Arrested Development.
Yes, but then, like, in 13 Going on 30, she's just this mean girl. And I think, like... I only think of her as that, and then I see her in all these other roles, and it's just weird.
Oh no, she is hilarious.
Anyway, that was all of the actors we know.
Okay, what's our next section?
Comments.
It was exactly as I expected after watching the trailer. However, as the comedic relief through Massimo or Massimo.
I don't know.
The Italian, guy that J-Lo's character's father, arranged to have her wed to because she wasn't getting married. He was excellent comedic relief, and but they definitely throw you for a I guess they try and trick you at the end because, with, and well, ultimately, and I'll get to that comment later, but Massimo turns out to be a good, funny guy.
There was somebody else who, now I don't remember, like, who he played, but I remember commenting on it. The guy who plays Phil's dad.
Oh, yeah, the
Modern
dance
Family.
instructor.
Oh, yeah. His name is Fred Willard.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
So we knew him, too.
That was absolutely fantastic. All right. Yeah, so that's my first comment is it was exactly as I expected, and Miss Nemo was excellent comedic relief.
Well, something you said earlier about how there are only, like, so many types of stories made me think, well, within, like, the genres, like within the genre rom-com, how there's all these different iterations of a rom-com. Like how sometimes they have a meet cute, sometimes they fall in love with the best friend, or or the girl next door, or whatever, like all these different things, and how like this was such a different kind of darker rom-com.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Definitely darker type of rom-com. It wouldn't be what you would expect in a normal rom-com, but the whole story arc matched pretty well. And I guess this is a good time to bring up the comment that I didn't make earlier, which is at the end with Massimo is, they have him and J-Lo's character in a courthouse about to get wed. And, from the trailer, you expect Matthew McConaughey's character to make some, grand entrance to stop her. Or, I'm sorry, you expect J-Lo's character to interact with his character at some point because he's getting married, and his shirt coming off and saying, "I love you." That was more Forrest Gump. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. Just his shirt coming off in some respect, and them ending up together. But the loop they threw you in was they're at the courthouse, and it seems like she's going to go through with this marriage to Massimo, and unbeknownst to Matthew McConaughey's character, who has to make a dash across town to stop it, a mad dash, mind you. Across town to stop it, and it seems like everything's going to go through, but then Massimo's, the entire movie, you don't know whether he's a good guy or, an annoying guy, but then at the end, after McConaughey gets to the courthouse and Massimo's out there, he has that redeeming quality. He's like, "I could not marry her. She's still in love with you."
Yeah, I couldn't take her away from her true love or something.
which was pretty interesting and pretty nice. So that was redeeming. And so, but, you know, they threw you for that loop because you're like, oh, is it not going to happen? Is the, Matthew McConaughey, his shirt didn't come off. That didn't happen.
Well, at the beginning, you said, and I kind of agreed, that, Matthew McConaughey, his name was Steve Edison or Eddie.
Yeah.
He, like, his character he wasn't on the up and up because he went on this date that he knew was a date, kind of, and, like,
there was no, like,
he never said, I'm engaged.
Yeah, is like, okay, so how J-Lo and McConaughey met is she gets her heels stuck in the storm drain and dumpsters going there. And, like, I'm sorry, is you're smart enough to plan a wedding, or you're not smart enough to take the damn shoe off and move out of the way of the oncoming dumpster, and then, I don't know, step back over to, the where your shoe was stuck in the storm drain because the dumpster rolled over it, and then just retrieve the shoe then? I don't know.
That would make sense.
Yeah, because it's like, there's like a half minute you have, and this dumpster's, barreling towards you. Seems logical that you would just move out of the way, come back, grab the shoe. But no. And so, anyway.
They were expensive. They were Gucci.
Oh, they were I'm so glad you're not materialistic.
I am. I don't like to crease my shoes. I don't like to get them dirty.
Colin, you have a pair of, I think, Reeboks from like the 7th grade.
Not Reeboks, Converse.
Converse, excuse me, from the 7th grade. Eighth grade. Okay, that look perfectly new. All right, is when I say you're not materialistic, is you're not purchasing a new Gucci bag every, other month, for what's in style. But anyway, so then that happens. And then they end up going, through all of these, she invites him to go to, where'd they go?
This movie in the park.
Movie in the park, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're telling me during that entire, conversation that happened off camera of you guys, going to the park together, it just never came up, Mr. McConaughey, that, I'm engaged. Yeah, okay. Like, or when we met, you thought I was, married because of a friend of mine, Diana. We were Facebook married. And it was to help her because, I don't know, some guy's harassing her on Facebook, etc. And okay, well, just show her married to me. And, that like solves, the creeps. Right. And then, you guys thought I was, married, and I thought it was so funny, explaining it to you. But if I it seems to me that would be like the first thing. Oh yeah, I'm married. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you didn't bring it up when we were talking, and I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, I can believe that, you wouldn't bring up something you don't know, but, it's like you ultimately brought it up.
I did. My mom did, but,
Anyways, so I just thought that, like, you're a dirtbag. Right out the gate, like, is... Don't tell someone you're engaged. Yeah. Yeah. Great job.
Yeah. Because I would, if somebody invited me to something, I'd be like, well, I'm married or whatever.
Because you're not a dirtbag. All right.
Okay. I said this was a feel-good movie, which it was.
Yeah.
I liked the music throughout the movie because, as I mentioned before, I really like when the music like goes with the movie and makes it better. Mm-hmm. It seemed like it was a lot of music from the era. It gave me an aughts feel.
Okay.
Vibe.
I can see that. Yeah.
And I enjoyed watching it. And I can't believe that it was 24 years ago.
Jim McCann.
Or maybe that was her agreeing with me.
Yeah. A lot older than you, Gemma. That's for sure. Well, do we have any other sections?
Just a rating.
Okay. What do you give it?
Well, if I'm doing the 5 stars, I give it 3 out of 5 stars.
No, I can definitely see giving it 3 out of 5 stars. Well, I'd agree with you on that. So what would you grade it?
I'd probably give it like an 81.
I was going to say 82. So we're right.
So that doesn't go with the 5 stars, because 3 stars would be like 70 or something. 60, 70.
Actually, it kind of does go with the 3 stars. Like, think about it. Like, if we are giving it 3 stars, it's not a failing movie in the sense, like.
Yes, but I see it as a 3-star movie. I don't see it as a 70% movie.
Yes, I'm saying is so, and this I think answers the questions for our rating system. Is below 2-star. Okay, then we can go all the way from 0, to 60, right?
I just don't think we need both.
Okay.
Because we need to just pick one or the other. And like I said, we're not going to give a lot 1 star or 5 stars, so we can go back and see which ones we gave 5 stars.
Okay.
Just say these
so we'll
are our
stick it
top
with the
three.
stars then.
Let's try it for a few times.
Okay, so 3 stars.
Yes.
All right. Well, other than that, Gemma, do you have anything to say? This is your moment.
Her eyes are big.
Do you want to say something?
No.
You can hear her breathing into it. All right. Well, until next time, in 2 weeks, we will see you later on Yadam.
Thanks for watching.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening to You Ought to Watch This Movie, a podcast about movies from the first decade of the 2000s, aka the aughts. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes covering movies you ought to watch. We'll see you next time.